talk about how the season has gone for the women and what your expectations are for them this weekend at the Mountain West Championships.
Well, the women's team is fairly young. We have a lot of freshmen in the top 5, in the top 12. So we're still trying to figure out exactly how they want to run every race. But like the men, we wanted to build on the successes that we've had early and keep that progress going, and we've been so far successful to doing that, both in meets and in practice. And I think the girls have a positive outlook going into the Mountain West, and hopefully producing a good performance.
I think we've had a really strong season as a team. This is one of the first years that I've run here that I've really felt that we ran together as a strong team, and we just feed off of each other's energy and just help each other out and run for each other. That's been sort of the motto of the season. So we're looking to carry that into the conference meet. We don't quite know exactly what to expect because this is a new conference for us, but looking at some of the specs and having talked it over with our coach, we're looking to do pretty well. Not a contender for the win probably, but we're looking to place pretty well and continue to run really strong as a team the way we have been. Just this entire season we've come out differently than we have any other season. We run every workout as a team, we run our races as a team, and we've just brought a lot more of that team dynamic, and I think that's going to show. I think that's why we've been running so well this season so far.
Talk about Alex's career and what she's meant to the women's program during her time here at Utah State.
Well, Alex has been, we recruited her as a great runner. She was a great runner, and she struggled her first couple of years here, just finding out who she was and everything. And once she bought into this is what I want to try to accomplish, she has been just a stellar runner, a team leader, everything that a coach would want. She sometimes does it, in a matter that she doesn't really want to do it, but she knows that it's the right thing to do, and she knows she's an example to others, and so she for that reason she does it. She's been a great runner at least the last 2 years, and before that she had injury problems, but has overcome them now and had some great performances this year. I think she'll continue to build on that. She's as healthy as she's been.
Individually, do you have any aspirations or goal to try to finish at the NCAA championships?
I would love to. I feel like my season was set back a little bit. I got a little sick for a while, and so previously I hadn't been feeling quite as strong as I wanted to, but I feel good now, and I'd like to think that I have a shot at that, yeah.
Okay. Talk about your college career as a whole, athletically, and obviously the finishes you've had the last 2 years at the WAC championships, and how that's going to translate into you finishing your career.
Last year was the first year that I really stepped up and felt like I was running the way I've always wanted to run. The finish at conference, though, was probably one of my weakest finishes of the entire season. It probably was the weakest finish. That race didn't go quite the way we'd wanted it to. I think I was set to be first or second, and I ended up finishing fourth. But, that still wasn't too bad.
Aside from the athletic end of it, the academic side, being a student at Utah State, talk about your time here on those terms, just being a student at Utah State and how that's been for you.
I've loved it. I always feel like being an athlete sort of takes away from my ability to be quite as involved as I'd like to in clubs and volunteering and other things like that, organizations that interest me outside of athletics. But I feel like I'm in the College of Natural Resources, and it's a good family, and I still feel pretty involved. It's a pretty small college, so a lot of same classes with other people in my major and feel close with the professors. I've really liked it.
Finally, just talk about what your major is, when you graduate, and then what you plan on doing after school.
Okay. My major is environmental studies. I may graduate in the spring. It may take me a little bit longer, I haven't decided quite yet. It's coming up on that time though. After, I really would love to work for the National Park Service or maybe the Forest Service. I kind of just want to be a park ranger. I would love to work in a higher position within the Park Service or Forest Service, but we'll see where that goes. For now, I'm just happy starting out low and working my way up. I just want to be outside in a beautiful place.